Built for the grind and dedicated to you. That's why we do what we do. This is Serious Grind Boxing. Oh, man, we got a great episode right now. We're going to talk about some good stuff. I'm just warming up, though, baby. We just got to hit you with the warm-up. You got what I'm saying? Okay, so now we're going to be talking about David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, versus David Morrell. That's right. This fight is getting ready to go down very, very soon. And it's about pride. It's about legacy. And it's going to answer some real big questions that people got. Can this Mexican monster, do what we know he knows how to do? Or will the David Morrell be like the David and Goliath type story? You know what I'm saying? So David Morrell right now, he is like the small David. The Mexican monster is like the giant. He's like the big David. You know what I'm saying? So who is going to prove that they are the best, especially as it applies to the light heavyweight division? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Whew, it's going to be something. Okay, anyway. So, okay, let me push on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at the videos, right? And right now, David Morrell, when I tell you this dude's confidence is through the roof, I have never seen somebody so confident that they could beat someone. I'm just like, man, is he thinking of the same David Benavidez, the Mexican monster that we all know, that he just keeps disassembling individuals? Or sometimes I'm just wondering, like, what is David Morrell thinking? Man, this is the battle of the Davids right now. You got what I'm saying? So sometimes I might say David Morrell, but I really mean David Benavidez. And then I might say David Benavidez, and I really mean David Morrell, because this is a battle of the Davids. You got what I'm saying? But I want you to drop your predictions. You got what I'm saying? But what we're going to do right now is we're going to head to the main event. No. I'm going to hit you with the serious question. That's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to hit you with the serious question. Okay, so the serious question: which David wins? David Morrell or David Benavidez? That's what I want to know. Who wins? Give me your comments. Drop it. Leave it in the comments below. You got what I'm saying? Because I want to know. Okay, let's head to the main event, because we got to talk this main event right here. You got what I'm saying? Okay. David Morrell. I'm going to talk about him first. Okay. So I've been looking at a lot of videos. I'm just a casual fan. I've been looking at a lot of videos of David Morrell, and I don't know if he has confidence, or if he is just too confident. He might be overconfident. You got what I'm saying? Because David Morrell has been making some waves, because he has this gigantic, bold prediction. You got what I'm saying? Because he has said that he is going to make it look easy against David Benavidez. Now, we all know that I have never seen no one make it look easy against David Benavidez. Everyone that I have seen with my own eyes fight David Benavidez, they look like they was on the struggle bus. Everyone. Every single person I have seen fight the Mexican monster, he put them on the struggle bus. You know what I'm saying? Now, David Morrell, he got 11 wins, no losses. He got 9 knockouts. But what I will say, he's a Cuban fighter, right? But he has really established himself as one of the most dangerous individuals in the division. He is bigger, he is faster, he's stronger than most of the people that I have seen him against. And one thing I will say about him is that David Morrell is a natural 175 pounder. You got me? Now, that's different from David Benavidez, because David Benavidez, he has to adjust his weight. But David Morrell, he naturally fights at 175. And a lot of times, especially in boxing nowadays, everybody is arguing about weight clauses. Everybody's talking about weight, so everybody wants people to fight at their natural weight. You got what I'm saying? But flip side though, David Morrell, his confidence is just through the roof. And it seemed like it's to the point where I'm arguing on social media. I'm on Facebook, Hey, like me on Facebook too. I am Serious Grind Boxing on Facebook. So find Serious Grind Boxing on Facebook and hit me with a like. But listen, do you think that David Morrell is underestimating David Benavidez? Because David Benavidez, he is a very durable fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he has what I call relentless pressure. You got what I'm saying? Like, he is so aggressive. He got relentless pressure. And he already said, I just seen on the walk up, he was like, look, I'm trying to beat his face in. I was like, oh man. So do you think that David Benavidez is trying to let David Morrell be so confident and then just walk him into those deep waters or those later rounds and see if he can drown him? You know what I'm saying? What do you think? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that David Morrell should be confident like he's confident? Because, hey, or do you think he's setting himself up for a rude awakening? You got what I'm saying? Because, man, it's going to be, it's going to be something to see. It really is going to be something to see. And I want to see it. I really want to see it. But, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do serious grind trivia. That's what we're going to do. So for the serious grind trivia question, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you this question. Who did David Benavidez fight in his light heavyweight debut? Please drop your answer in the comment below. Now, this is what I'm getting ready to do. We get ready to start talking about the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. But once again, the serious grind boxing trivia question is, who did David Benavidez fight in his light heavyweight debut? Gotta ask the question, do you understand? Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about my man's in them, David Benavidez. Okay, so David Benavidez, for so many years, so many different people have had an opinion on David Benavidez. He's had a lot of critics. He has a lot of people who, give him praises. Now he's 29-0. But some people say that he has a manufactured record and that he went through boxing and he avoided top tier opponents. You got what I'm saying? So now when I'm thinking about David Benavidez, this right here is like his chance to silence all the haters, everybody who doubted him. You got me? But you got to think about the pros and cons of being David Benavidez, aka the Mexican monster. What does he bring to the table? So from all the fights that I've seen him, he has relentless pressure. When I tell you this guy he's so aggressive, and his punch volume, oh man, I'm telling you, it wears down opponents over and over. I have seen it. You got what I'm saying? Now, he been a pro for more than a decade. I think he been a pro for like 12 years. You know what I'm saying? And he even said it on a walk up, or I seen him on some previews, and he was like, look, man, I done box all these monsters. I done box killers. So there's nothing that David Morrell is going to bring to the table. He said he done seen it all in his 12 years in the professional ring. So I'm just like, man, okay, well, you got a point there. Now, one of the things I will say, though, is when we saw David Benavidez debut at 175, right? And we saw that he did not have the knockout power at that weight. That's one of the things that I saw about David Benavidez. You got me? So it was like, man, so many years of hard work, being labeled the Mexican monster, so much pressure. He debuted at 175 pounds, and it seemed as if he just did not have that power. But this is what I'm thinking about. And this is what somebody was talking about online. They were saying that David Benavidez, he been beating his body up. He done had so many different injuries and things of that nature, right? And they were saying, like, they don't even know if Benavidez still got it. And I'm like, what? Where in the world was I? I'm just a casual boxing fan. So, just from casual land, I'm just like, man, he seemed like he's great to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I think the big question, though, is, will Benavidez rise to the occasion again and prove all of the doubters and haters wrong? Will he prove that he should stay in the top tier? Or is David Morrell gonna expose David Benavidez? What do you think? Leave that in the comments below. You got what I'm saying? Because, woo, man, that's gonna be something to see. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get out of here. We getting ready to push into the cool down, but I'm telling you, the stakes are really high for this matchup right here, especially as it applies to both of their legacies, and you're just thinking about the future, because they got different fighting styles, and they are just really, man. Morrell is new. David is kind of older and seasoned. So, man, if David Morrell wins, I'm telling you, man, this victory or that victory would basically solidify him as a top contender. And we looking at all this division of 175 pounds. It is from my perspective, it is a stacked division. It is very difficult to win and succeed at 175 pounds. You got Artur Benavidez, you got Dimitri Bivol. Look, man, everybody is just waiting. They like, yeah. Now, David Benavidez, he already sparred Dimitri Bivol, and he said that he was like, look, I'm ready for Bivol, because Dimitri Bivol know what I did to him in sparring. I pieced him up in sparring, and I was like, oh, what did David Benavidez just say? Yes, he did. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? But for David Benavidez, if he wins, I think that it's going to be a, what would I say? I'm going to say like a defining moment in his career, because he faces so much criticism, and, when you're thinking about his future, you got to put him in the conversation of these future super fights. But if he takes a loss, man, it's going to be a sad face for David Benavidez, because that's going to be a very, very difficult pill to swallow, because he been building his career for 12 years. And when you've been building your career for most of your life, to get a defeat, man, it's gut-wrenching. You got what I'm saying? So right now, the fight between David Morrell and David Benavidez is set. And look, if Benavidez wins, well, whoever wins between these Davids is gonna set the stage for unification. It might even set the stage for a rematch. It may even create more drama, because 175 pounds is a big division. It is stacked. It's a lot of tough, heavy hand crackers up there. You got what I'm saying? They throwing some heat. You know what I'm saying? They cracking with them hands. You got what I'm saying? So what do you think is the next step toward each of their greatness? You got what I'm saying? So, we're gonna transition to the cool down, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be something to see. Really gonna be something to see. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so now this fight, it's gonna really be awesome. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about David Benavidez, stepping up and facing what critics are considering elite competition. But there's a gigantic question to David Benavidez. He got a question mark. How about his power and what's going on with his durability at light heavyweight? Because we only seen him one time, and then it was like, his power isn't transferred, but he said he had an injury. So who knows? So now with David Morrell, this dude is so confident that he can put the beats on David Benavidez. David Morrell right now is so confident that he can beat the Mexican monster that I'm starting to say, well, maybe he can beat the Mexican monster. I'm telling you, man, this guy his confidence is through the roof. And I'm just getting excited right now just thinking about it. I'm telling you, the stakes are high between David Morrell, David Benavidez, and whoever wins is going to reshape the 175-pound division. And I'm telling you, it's going to set the stage for some crazy matchups in the future, because everybody kind of been avoiding David Morrell. You got me? Everybody been kind of avoiding him. And maybe they avoided him for a reason. So we going to see if the reason is really the reason. And man, if David Benavidez loses, oh my. Woo, that's going to derail. And then then the Canelo fans going to jump in and be like, look, and he was saying that he wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez. He ain't ready. Like, man, come on, man. Hey, this is what it is. Now, for the boxing trivia, you do remember that I asked you a question, right? Yeah, I asked you a question. I asked you, who did Benavidez face in his light heavyweight debut? Do you remember me asking you that question? You don't remember? Come on, man. You do remember. Who did David Benavidez fight in his light heavyweight division debut? So the answer to that is Alexander Vazdik. That's who he fought. And man, his power did not transfer up. He did not look like the monster. He did not have that devastating power at 175 when he was fighting Alexander Vazdik. So, So it leads me to, before I go to the motivational wrap up, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit you with the challenge. That's what I got, a serious challenge right now. That's what I got. So this is what I'm thinking about. I want to know the outcome of David Morrell and David Benavidez. I challenge you to let me know, do you think it's going to be a KO? Do you think it's going to be a TKO? Or do you think it's going to be a decision? Drop your answers. Hashtag serious grind mode. Hashtag serious grind boxing, And I'm telling you, I might feature your prediction in the future. You know what I'm saying? I got to give you a shout out. That's what I just might do. Okay, so now this is what we're going to do. We get ready to wrap this thing up. Got to hit you with the wrap up. Gotta wrap it up. Motivational wrap up. Here we come. Okay, so now, when I'm thinking about David Morrell, David Benavidez, this is the battle of the Davids, right? As I'm thinking about these individuals, I'm thinking about this fight. And listen, I know both of them. I know David Morrell is confident, and I know David Benavidez is confident, but I'm telling you, I know in my heart of hearts, they gotta be nervous, because this fight right here is not just about belts. It's about proving who is the biggest, who is the baddest on the biggest stage. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they putting it all on the line. You got me? And they got everything to lose. David Morrell been on the come up. He's been on the incline. He's coming up. Everybody's been ducking him and avoiding him. And then you got David Benavidez. He's been, he got a decade in the boxing. Over a decade, in like 12, 13 years in boxing. and he's been avoided. The Mexican Monster been, so both have been avoided in their own right. David Morrell is a natural 175 pounder. David Benavidez, he has weight issues and he has to go down. Of course, he got controversial career decisions, because he lost his belt, because of some extracurricular activities and things of that nature. Google it and, you can see the controversy. I don't really want to talk about that type of controversy on, what I'm saying? So we just going to wrap this up. So like I said, the fight, it's about their legacy, man. And it's a lesson for the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep telling people that life is boxing and boxing is life. I'm just a casual boxing fan, but I'm telling you, man, whether you are in the ring, whether you in work, you could be working for the worst employer or the best employer, just chasing a goal in your personal life. This is what I want you to think about. I want you to remember this. And I wrote this down. Success is not about avoiding challenges. It's about stepping up and facing your challenges. You understand me? So in your life, I want to challenge you to face your challenges head on. Don't avoid your challenges. You got to step up and you got to face all your problems. So when I'm looking at David Morrell and David Benavidez, they are risking it all. February 1st, 2025, and they are going to carve out their legacy. They're going to etch their name in the history books. So what are you doing today that's going to build your legacy? You got what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, for real. I'm a new channel, but I wanted to thank you for tuning in to Serious Grind Boxing. I'm hoping that you enjoyed this episode, and I'm hoping that you like the Serious Grind motivational wrap up. So, like I said, I just want to challenge you to be great because you got greatness inside of you, and don't let nobody tell you that you don't. You know what I'm saying? I really hope though that you enjoy the episode. If you do and you like this type of content, I'm just a casual boxing fan, but feel free to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now listen, if you hit the notification bell, click on the notification bell and hit all, because sometimes it'll just go to personalized. So when you hit that little bell icon, click on it and then hit all. So then every time I drop a video, you'll get notified. And hey, I'm a new channel. You got what I'm saying? I am a new channel. So please feel free to share this message, share the video. Feel free to say what you like about it, what you don't like about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get feedback. That's just how it is, And I'm telling you, in the future, I might be talking about just some great stuff. You got what I'm saying? So this is what I want you to do. Do me a favor, though. I want you to stay sharp, stay focused, and stay on the grind. Talk to you later.